Got 0 people in here. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, we got 1 person. Okay. Okay. First, yes sir. What's good? Vigo? Z? What's good? I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna just call you Gigi. Faze Caputs? Did I say that right? Wave check? Bro, come on now, quit playing with me. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's good? Mike, Fresh Taps ASMR, he's back. Yes sir, I'm back. I am back. I've been filming like crazy these past couple of days, bro. What's good, Brian? Bro, I love you. I love you too, man. I love all of you guys watching this, whether you're watching this live or afterwards, whatever. I love all of you. What's good, Dwight? What's good, Amiable Pluto? Did I say that right? What's good, Alfred? TJ, Kitro, Fred, TJ's Journey was good. Z, how you been, man? I've been doing very, very good. Very good. Bros in Vegas. I am in Vegas right now. I'm not gonna show you guys anything on this live though, because I'm vlogging. You guys have been asking me for vlogs, so I'm vlogging the whole trip. I'm gonna do like daily vlogs or whatever. I'm gonna drop them like next week though. But I am in Vegas right now at the Airbnb. What's good, Manuel, Laurie, Trilogy, Derek, Drink Water, New Apartment? No, this is not my apartment. This is, honestly, I think my apartment's nicer than this place, but this place is really nice though. This place is really nice. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. Sunny, what's good? Eric, what's good? Do you know how to fight? Yes, I do know how to fight. I think the best way to fight is to just walk away though. Only fight if you absolutely have to. Never fight off of pride. That's my advice. Man, what's good with all of you? I'm already I'm already far behind. You changed my life, man. You changed my life too. Best believe everybody who supports me, you've changed my life for the better. 100%. You left Vegas yesterday. I'll leave in a couple of days. This is only my 2nd day out here. Who got you smiling like that? Man, I'm just happy to be back, bro. I really am. These past couple of days, it's just, I don't know. I've been ready. I've been really ready. Thanks for replying to my email. Thanks for reaching out via email. Remember you and Elena's chat under 100 subs. Now you're about to hit 100K. We're so proud of our boy. My guy, you're a OG. That's like the basketball videos. That's like that's summer 2018 type vibes. So you're a real one. I appreciate you for sticking around for this long. We're definitely going to hit 100K very soon, and I'm very excited for that, but it's not really about the numbers at this point. I'm just trying to make the best content that I can and just trying to be the best person that I can. What's good, Corbra? What's good, Chels? Yeah, I'm so far behind. What's good, Akash? Mustache? No. I don't think I could really grow a mustache like that. I'm honestly fortunate to have this, like just to be able to get this to grow. That's enough for me. Thoughts on long distance relationships? I think where there's a will, there's a way. If you really, really love somebody, like if that connection's that strong, then to me, physical distance won't really matter that much, but you both have to be in the same headspace. If you're not in the same headspace, if there's no communication, long distance will not work. But like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. What's the difference between improving and changing? To improve, improving is changing. Changing isn't always improving. To me, improving is changing in the direction that you want to go in. So if you have a goal in mind, like let's say you want to get in shape, you want to hit a certain weight, right? As you lose weight or gain weight, whatever you're trying to do, you're changing. But let's say if you want to lose weight, but you're gaining weight, you're not improving, but you're still changing. So I don't know, that's the way that I see it. Did you have to study every day in high school? No, I did not. I didn't like studying at all, actually. But I would do it whenever I would take tests, especially around midterms and It's that time of year. Yo, bro, how are you doing? I'm doing very good. How about you guys? Instead of fading your waves, you should get a taper. Well, the only reason why I get the fade now is because it's lower maintenance. The less hair I have, the better. The less hair I have, the better. Plus, I used to have the taper. I used to get the same haircut for like a year straight. 2 with the grain, mid bald taper on the sides and the back. So I want to get something new this time. That recent video hit different, man. Yeah, it hit different for me too, for sure. I think, man, I think just taking this break in general gave me a new appreciation for just the impact. And it just kind of like brought me back to where I need to be mentally, to really just love doing this just for the sake of doing it, not even for the sake of reaching my goals or for an external result. It's more about just doing it because I love to do it. Like, I love YouTube so much, and I lost sight of that for a little bit. I just wanted to like hit my goals, but now it's just like, bro, I just love the process. Let me see them waves. We're getting there, bro. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Jordan single? I am single. Vegas, you're in my hometown, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Vegas is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of liking it. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I have to do a topic. I have to do a topic for public speaking. Any ideas? You gotta be more specific. Like, what type of speech is it? Like, what class is it for? Are you still using the CBD? I still need to try the oil. I haven't finished the gummies yet, but I have been using it on and off. Many more to come, Jordan. I'm so happy to see your growth and will be a continued supporter. Charles, I appreciate that a lot. In fact, I think I remember you too. I think I remember your name from Wizio, if I'm not mistaken. So I appreciate you a lot. What's good, Mr. Dawson? Got another OG in here. I see a lot of people saying collab with Taekwondo. I think I've seen Taekwondo on my recommended. I've never actually watched any of his videos though. But I'm sure he's a great content creator if you're pushing him like that. Yo, Jordan, congrats, man. Thank you. I don't know what congrats for, but thank you. Smile is infectious. Also, thanks for responding to emails. I appreciate that, man. I'm feeling really good right now. It feels good to be back, man, for real. I literally just got finished filming a video. I've been vlogging today. I vlogged yesterday. It just feels good, man. It feels really good. Like, I have something to just put my energy towards again. Did you move to your apartment? No, I moved into my apartment in November. I'm in the Airbnb right now. Wow, bro, it must feel amazing to almost hit 100K. Yeah, it does. I think it's just, like I said earlier, man, it's not even about the numbers anymore, because at this point, it's like, okay, 89,000, 100K, it's just numbers. Like, it's more about, I'd rather just make an impact with what I have and just grow organically. That's where I'm at right now. That's the headspace that I'm in. Is manifesting X and relationships, does that really work? I literally just filmed a video about that. You'll see that video probably in the next 2 weeks. But I filmed a whole video about that. Cole Hastings, he's a great content creator too. He's a really, really good content creator. If I was gonna collab with anybody, he'd probably be towards the top of my list. But I've been kind of like, like scaling back with collabs lately. Let's see. I can see the reflection of your hair looking like a shiny Pokemon. Man, that's just, the waves are just glistening, man. Like, I don't know. I can't help it. Is YouTube your full-time career? Yes, it is. YouTube's been my full-time career. Well, okay, let me just tell the story really quickly. I quit my job in March of 2020. I wasn't making money on YouTube yet. But from that point on, in my opinion, I've been a full-time YouTuber. I started making money on YouTube probably around June of last year, but I wasn't able to really make a living off of YouTube until around, what, May of this year, May or June of this year. Let's see. Bro, he is a life/dating coach similar to your content. Most of the videos that I've seen on my recommended were just dating advice videos. Right now, I'm really not even like, if I'm gonna keep it real, I'm not even on that type of wavelength as far as dating advice. But I'm more focused on just spiritual growth. Like that's more of my thing at this point. But I'm sure his content is great though. Do you watch? Is it Hamza or Hamza? I don't know how to say his name. I've definitely seen some of his videos though. He's a great content creator. Basically, I have to give a sermon type of speech at my religious school. I have to advise my audience about something. Let's see. Let me think of something that'll just completely change their paradigm on life. If it's religious, I would say you should probably say something spiritual, like something that falls kind of in line with the overall message of whatever institution you're a part of, but put your own spin on it. Maybe talk about the power of, I'm trying to think, just the power of your thoughts and your beliefs, the power of faith. I think faith is a very great topic to speak on, especially in that context. Do you watch the NFL? No, I do not. I don't really watch football at all. I don't really watch sports like that, to be honest. But I think when the NBA season starts, I might kind of get back into it. November is my birth month. That's what's up, man. March is my birth month. Do you box? I do not. I've thought about like doing boxing, like joining a boxing class or whatever, but I still have a herniated disc, and the whole like moving your hips and everything like that kind of irritates that. So I'm kind of holding off on that right now. I seen your video on quitting social media and I had to subscribe. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I haven't been on social media since March, I think. I think about March or April is when I quit TikTok, but I was posting on there. I haven't really been on social media like Instagram and Twitter and all that since probably the beginning of this year or the end of last year. Do you recommend running after a workout? Absolutely. I think cardio is probably, to me, cardio is probably more important than actually working out. Can you make a video on how to make money on YouTube? I'm 16 and making $11 and I'm lucky to make that much, but I still need knowledge to make money on YouTube. Is that something you guys want to see? Like, would you guys want to see a video of how much I make and just like that whole process? Because I can make a video on that. The only reason why, literally the only reason why I haven't made a video on how much I make and just that whole process is because my income changed so quickly that it's like I don't know what it's going to be next month or the month after that. So it's just kind of, I don't know, not pointless, but it might not be relevant in a few months. But you guys let me know if that's something you want to see. What's your dream car? Tesla Model 3 Performance in the midnight silver metallic colorway, maybe with a satin gray wrap too. I think that'd be really dope. Which one do you prefer, reading the book or listening to the Audible version? I prefer reading the book. I think, like, I don't know. I haven't really tried Audible reading, but I like to read. Man's got the waves now and leveled up. Honestly, bro, wait, like this is like a whole new era of my life. Just a whole new chapter. Yo, Jordan, I got disco and it's so great. That's what's up, man. I love to see people elevating their, their self-care routines in whatever way possible. I assume you watch Sneeko. Do you think you would edit like that at some point? Or would you do some other style for your spoken words? No, not really. I think the reason why is I prefer my content to just be as raw as possible. Like I want my content to feel like you're in the room with me. That like, when you're with your friend and you're, let's say, I don't know, you're at the park or in the car or just somewhere like that at nighttime and you guys are just having a deep conversation. That's what I want my videos to feel like. What day are you on of nofap/retention? You know what? That's a very good question. I started March 9th. So I'm almost 7 months. Almost 7 months. What products do you use on your waves? I use, I don't know the brand. It's this olive oil though. I also use, I forgot there's a certain pomade that I use too. I don't use many products at all. And I use Shea Moisture, the shampoo and the conditioner. Would you box David Goggins for 100K? For 100K? Depends on how much the event would make. Because 100K sounds like a lot, but if the event is going to make millions, then I need more than that. Any tips on how to switch your mindset or perception of food in order to eat well? I think it's just a matter of, it's kind of like with money. Like you have to look at food as a tool or a resource, like a means to an end or a means to a goal, as opposed to the end goal itself. And I know like biologically it's different. Like biologically you feel like you just need food, like that's your end goal, but you have to transcend that and just start looking at it as a fuel, basically. Really appreciate the powerful speaking video and the other videos, helping me out a lot. Thank you. Man, I'm glad I could help you out with that. I'm glad I could help you out with that. I've definitely come a very long way as a speaker, so just to be in a position where I can give insight on a topic like that, that's kind of crazy. Because man, when I first started, you guys can go back and watch my first few videos. They weren't anything special at all. We should link sometime in the future. Man, let me tell you guys something. If you ever see me out in person, I know I don't look like a very approachable person. Like I might look like I'm mad or whatever. That's just the way that I look. Like come up to me and say what's up, bro. Come up to me and say what's up. Do you think I can promote myself as a music artist without social media, Instagram specifically? It's possible, but if you're in the music space, I would definitely recommend using social media as a tool, but only as a tool. It can be a tool or a distraction. Just depends on how you use it. I think you would get more live stream viewers if you took off your shirt. I'm gonna just pretend like I didn't read that one. We have a Tesla Model 3 dual motor performance. 0 to 60 is so good with the acceleration. Red brakes, but no wrap. Man, that's really dope, man. That's I really want to drive one of those, because driving the regular, like the standard range plus, that car is already moving pretty different than my car. So I can't even imagine what 3.1 0 to 60 feels like. I can't even comprehend that in my mind, because that standard range plus still puts me back in the seat. Yo, where you at? Your live stream looks different. I'm at the Airbnb right now. Like I said, you guys are gonna see you're gonna see where I'm at. You're gonna see how I'm traveling. You're gonna see the whole, I'm gonna give you the tour and everything. So just stay tuned for that. Got a lot of vlogs on the way for you guys. Can you do another push-up and pull-up challenge with gunshots in the background? Yeah, I can definitely do that. Obviously I gotta wait till I get back into town, but I'll do one. I'll do another one. I'm not sure how much I've progressed since then, in terms of, I haven't really been training for that specific thing. I've been more so trying to get my health back in order. Jordan, it's me that emailed you. Mr. 81, I definitely remember you. I hope everything's going well for you. How tall are you? I'm 5'9", 5'10" on a good day. The legend has returned. Ice Cold JT, what is good, bro? What's up, man? What's good with you, man? I see you've been out here killing it. You've been out here killing it. I've been seeing you all in my recommended, just posting every single day, damn near. Your videos have been doing great. Keep doing your thing, man. Coming out with these 2-hour-long videos. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That man, Ice Cold JT, he's you know, everybody who watches Ice Cold JT, he's a very solid person off camera too. Really, everyone that you've seen me collab with, for all of my supporters, anyone that you've ever seen me collab with, they've all been really solid off camera too. So just FYI. 113 people in a room with Jordan. Bro, imagine there's 143 people in here. Imagine if I was just in here with 143 people in this room. That's crazy. Yo, Jordan, do you need a ring light to start up on YouTube? No, you don't. You absolutely don't. But hold on real quick. We got a donation showing support. Michael, I appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate you a lot for that. Shout out to Michael, man. Shout out to Michael. He's a real one. All of you are real ones. All of you are real ones, whether you donate or not. But you know, all of the donations, just a reminder, that's all going towards equipment. So for these next few months, especially when I move out, I'm looking to basically rebuild my setup. So I want to I want to improve the quality for you guys. Hold on real quick. We got this boy, we got my man, Mr. Maver in here. I don't know what he said. Do a muscle up. Marcus, we should like we should make a bet on who can do a muscle up first. Do you like V8s though? You know, I'm not really that much of a sound guy. Like I don't really like to I don't like to draw a lot of attention. I will say this, I do like the new Corvette, and that's obviously a V8, so I would definitely drive that. But I'm not the type of person who would just sit there and rev my engine. Like I find no enjoyment in that. Hey yo, when's the next law of attraction video? I was wondering whether I should use law of attraction or law of assumption. Use both. Use both. I think law of assumption is an aspect of law of attraction. They're not two separate things. I should make a video on that actually. Hey Jordan, you should make a video of women being on their period. You're gonna have to give me a little more context than that, bro. I don't really know where you're going with that one. I need you to elaborate a little bit. How do you manage to talk sense, to make sense in a whole video without having to pause and think? No, I definitely have to pause and think. Anytime you see a cut, that means that I fucked up while I was talking. Believe me, I'm not the best speaker out there, but just repetition, man. Like when you film 500 videos, you're going to get better. It's kind of like if you went to the gym and played basketball, you put up 100 jump shots a day for 500 days straight, you're going to be a better shooter. You're going to be a better shooter. It's just natural. Get a 720S next for the culture. Bro, if you guys, hey man, if somebody donates $300,000, I'll get one. I'll get one and I'll give it away. Jordan, what do I do if I have absurdly low confidence? Well, for one, you have self-awareness, which is already, that puts you in a good, that you're going in the right direction with that. If you're aware that you have low confidence and you're willing to ask somebody who is in a position who, or somebody who was once in your position, what I would say is just start to get outside of your comfort zone. That's probably the best thing you could do. You just need to expand your consciousness more. And you do that by doing things that make you uncomfortable. Like go up to people and talk to them. Go to an attractive girl and tell her, like, what's up? Like, I don't know. Just do little things like that. Travel by yourself. Do anything that you can to make yourself uncomfortable. I'm from Ukraine, just so you know you have viewers from overseas. Man, that's what's up, man. I feel like my audience is very just evenly dispersed. Like you guys are just all over the place. I know I have a lot of people in South Africa, maybe probably other parts of Africa as well, just all around Europe and America, Asia. Like it's, I don't know, it's crazy. How old were you when you got your first job? 16. Let's see. I'm like all out of order, man. Jordan, you're a legend. Never forget that. Days, I appreciate that, bro. You're a legend as well. That's why you're a mod. How do you deal with toxic managers? Man, I remember one time, dude, I was working at H&M and I got into it with one of my managers. Like we just, I don't know. They called me into the office and everything, and I kind of like, I'm not gonna say I went off, but I how do I put this? I expressed my grievances. We'll just say it like that. But I think just, man, you got to stand up for yourself. Communication is key. You got to stand up for yourself. You remind me so much of my brother. What's your zodiac? Pisces. Where are you at? Las Vegas, Nevada. Yo, Jordan, do you think about doing a Mr. Beast type of video in the future? Absolutely. I think that'd be really dope, man. Just to like give back. Just to like, I don't know, walk up to somebody and just give them a car or some shit like that. I definitely want to do something like that, but obviously right now I'm not in the position to do that in the way that I would want to. But for sure, once I scale myself up more, I can start to integrate more of that type of content into the mix. I gained 40 pounds these past 2.5 months. I want to know what you'd recommend to work on trying to lose that. Cardio. Cardio is your best friend. I wanted to say that I'm Italian and I understand everything you say because you speak clearly. Dante, I appreciate that. That's a really good compliment. I do try to articulate myself the best that I can. Not even just for the sake of my international audience, but because I feel like when you listen to people that articulate themselves well, you naturally start to do it as well. So I feel like me talking in the clearest way possible will help you guys do the same thing. Are you still vegan? Yes. You listen to Young Boy's new album? No, I haven't listened to Young Boy in a while. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Nothing wrong with him, but it's just his music's too like it's too negative for me, man. There's just so much anger in it. There was a time that I was heavy into his music though. Can you do a video about time management? Yeah, I think I already did. I probably already did, but I can make another one for sure. Boy, you're already halfway to doing a muscle up, but challenge accepted. I'm gonna bet you a quarter. That's a bet, Marcus, but I'll bet you a quarter. I'm gonna have to get back out there. What's good, Matthew? Jordan, make a video on angel numbers. I keep seeing the number 3. I made a video a while back, but I think I have, how do I put this? I've gained a lot of new insight about angel numbers. So I'll probably do like a short video on that. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I might make a regular video on that though. You edit like that too? Every time I take a pause, I cut it out. No. I don't just cut out my pauses. I don't cut my pauses out. I think pauses are actually necessary for, what the fuck? Hold on real quick. Pauses are necessary for giving your audience time to absorb your message. But whenever I mess up, if I stutter really hard or if I lose my train of thought, then I cut that part out. Hold on real quick. We had somebody donate $50. I need to, I'm sorry to all of the people that I'm skipping right now, but I need to go down to the bottom here, man. Found you a little bit ago, a month or so. I'm 22, but I learned an immense amount of information on how the mind works and the best way to live life in a healthy and enjoyable way. I've learned to enjoy life even though I'm not where I want to be yet. Meech, that right there, bro. I appreciate the donation, but that right there, like, your message, that's the type of shit that really, really makes me love doing this. Like that, just to know that I have the ability to help people find some semblance of peace in their lives, that is the best feeling ever, bro. That is the best feeling. So I appreciate the donation and I appreciate the kind words, man. That's really dope, bro. That's really, really dope. I'm not gonna cry on stream, but that's really dope, man. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate all of you guys watching this. What's your Enneagram? You know, I actually haven't taken that yet. I've been meaning to, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten the chance to. In other words, I just haven't done it. I've had the chance to, I just haven't done it. Yo, for everyone, go take a psychology class. Man, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I think had I stayed in college, I probably would have been a psychology major, looking back on it. It may not be the most lucrative in terms of job offers, like getting money, but I think just in terms of knowledge, just practical knowledge for your life and for your well-being, that's probably one of the most valuable degrees you can get. How do you deal with anxiety when it comes to talking to girls and social anxiety in general? I think practice, man, just practice. And understand that anxiety at its source comes from attachment to the outcome. If you're attached to the outcome, you feel like you need to give off a certain perception to women or to anyone in general, then of course you're going to create a lot of resistance within yourself because you're making your happiness and your peace and your self-perception contingent on external perceptions. So just learn to be present, be as present as possible. What do you think is wrong about our generation? Man, look, let me say this, okay? I feel like every generation, they're always going to say the next generation has it wrong. I think that we're doing just fine personally. Are there some fucked up people in our generation? Yes, of course. But there's fucked up people in every generation. Okay, like that's just life. Like history repeats itself. But I think that, you know, with us, man, with people, I don't necessarily know what my generation is, like what the boundaries are for that, but I feel like we're in a position where we have resources to do things that have never been done before. Which, like I said, that's kind of just the essence of life is just progression. But I think that we are, because of technology, we can accomplish really, really astonishing things. But at the same time, on the flip side of that, it can be one of our biggest distractions. And a lot of people can get completely captivated in instant gratification and pleasure. I forgot what book it was. It's either Brave New World or 1984, where they give them that drug. I think it's called Soma, something like that. If you've read those books, you know what I'm talking about. I think that's kind of like a potential ramification of social media and just of the technological advancements that we've made. But I think also, like I said, because of technology, we have the awareness to prevent that. So it's just going to be interesting to see, man. I don't know if I really answered your question at all, but man, I've been on a break for 2 weeks, man. I just have a lot of shit to talk about. Yo, Jordan, you should make a video how to start a YouTube channel and set up. I could do that. I could do advice for new YouTubers for sure. Have you been watching Gabe Got That Glow lately? Thoughts on his videos? First of all, before I even say anything about that, Gabe Got That Glow is one of the most solid individuals out there. For those of you who don't know, he was the first person that I collabed with in like the self-help spiritual community. And that's because he reached out to me. And at the time, I had way less subscribers than him. He didn't even care about that, bro. He reached out to me, not even for a collaboration, but for advice. Like, he just reached out to give me advice because he just genuinely wanted to help me. So, you know, whatever your opinions on Gabe Got That Glow may be, or what he says, he's a very solid dude in general. With that being said, I think his videos lately, I haven't watched all of them. I watched, what was it, man? There was the one about diet, like how to, I don't know the title, but if you know, you know. It's like 8 minutes long. It's about diet. And then the one before that, I forgot what it was about. But I thought it was very intriguing content. Very intriguing content. And it was definitely something that I applied. Intermittent fasting, for example, like that's just something that's a concept that I took away from one of his videos, and I've been applying it. And I do think that actually helps your body in a very, very great way. Can you have financial freedom without going to college? Absolutely. Absolutely. If anything, I think that I'm not going to say your chances are higher of having financial freedom without college, but your potential is higher. Because I know me right now, I'm making probably more than I would have made. First of all, I would still be in college. If I stayed in college, I would still be in college right now. I wouldn't be making anything. But right now I'm making more than I probably would have had I stayed in college and got a degree and graduated. But I don't have any debt. I don't have any debt to pay off at all. So that just frees up all of these different resources to invest into other things that will make me more money. So I think, that correlation between financial freedom and college, I know in school they try to push that on you. They show you the statistics of, college graduates, they make this much more. Look, man, they're missing a lot of context with that. And I think those statistics are largely outdated. But that's just my opinion, and that's just my experience. So make of that what you will. Why is it harder to text girls than to talk to them in person? I think because you can't really pick up on social cues through text. Like some people, for example, they may be very dry texters, but that doesn't mean that they don't like you. They're just not good at texting. Hey Jordan, subbed not too long ago and appreciate your content. As a man in his mid-30s, you remind me of myself in my 20s. I hope to meet a nice Filipina and have a well-mannered kid like you. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna take that as a major compliment. Just the fact that there's people who are older than me that still appreciate my insight. That's something that I definitely don't take for granted. Do you believe in astrology? I think that's actually a very interesting topic. Astrology is very polarizing. I'm not like a firm believer in it, but there are maybe certain aspects of it. I'll say it like this: I'm neutral. I'm neutral and I'm open-minded when it comes to that. Because there's certain things that, for me to sit here and say, oh, I don't believe in astrology, that's stupid. But then I talk about twin flames, or I talk about, I don't know, astral projection, like just stuff like that. It's like, how can I make that distinction that one is more realistic than another? That's just my take on it, though. Just neutrality. Do you think the school system is messed up? I don't think it's completely messed up, but I think that it's not efficient by any means. It's very inefficient. It's very outdated in a lot of ways. But I don't know, man. I think that it's going to be interesting to see how, because like my generation, the people who graduated with me, I'm 21. So if people my age are about to graduate college and go on and, there's obviously going to be teachers in that group. That's going to be interesting to see. Like people who grew up in this generation teaching that next generation, just to see how what type of lessons they're able to pass forth. What would you be doing if there was no such thing as YouTube? That's such a loaded question. I don't even think I can give you an answer to that, because YouTube made such an impact on my life, not only in the sense of filming videos, but just watching videos. There's a lot of game that I picked up from YouTube. If I'm being real with you, I don't know. I can't even answer that. I can't even begin to think about that. Jordan, I got a question, Brody. What is it? How do you deal with death anxiety? First of all, I appreciate the donation. I think that when it comes to death anxiety, you just have to be present and just embrace life for what it is. Understand this, man. You're scared of death, like you're thinking about death, but you don't know what's on the other side. And I know that that's what brings you the anxiety in the first place. But it's like, you have to control what you can control. You're alive right now, so just make the most of the life that you have. And when you die, you won't have to deal with death anxiety anymore, because you'll be dead. I know that's it sounds really morbid, and I'm talking in circles, but basically the only way to transcend death anxiety is to just enjoy life more, personally, and to just accept that death is a part of life. Don't see it as the end of life, see it as a transition of life. What scientific fact made you believe in the law of attraction, angel numbers, etc.? Your subconscious mind, your ability to program your subconscious mind. Because, for example, when you're driving down the highway, you see billboards on the side of the road. You don't sit there and read every billboard that you see, because you'd crash. But the reason why they put that there, and the reason why you see advertisements on YouTube, like on the sidebar, or maybe if you're on an article, reading an article or a blog post, is because subliminally, your subconscious mind is picking up on that. And that's going to affect your actions. That's why, I think they used to put, in movies, they would put subliminal advertisements about food, like Coca-Cola or popcorn or just things like that, because it would make you want to go get those things and it would get them more money. I think they made that illegal, but basically all law of attraction is the ability to manipulate your own mind to accomplish a specific task. From a scientific perspective anyways. What made you want to get into the self-help, self-improvement space in the first place? Like many other dudes, I think it was just heartbreak. Pain. Pain is a very good motivator. It's a very good starting point. It gives you a lot of fuel, a lot of energy. If you don't let it make you bitter. See, a lot of men, they find red pill because, they get their heart broken. They deal with some traumatic event relating to a woman. What happens, though, is that some men, they just fall into that red pill rage and they never really get out of that. And they're bitter. They allow themselves to stay bitter and to just put all of their energy and attention on women and just victimizing themselves. But other men, like myself, for example, or like a lot of other content creators, they take that pain and they use it as motivation, as fuel to elevate themselves so that they can put themselves in a position to help other people avoid making those same mistakes, or to help other people navigate through their own feelings. Would it be weird if I asked my parents for my overdue braces? I'm 17. No, if you want straight teeth, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Tips on how can I produce more than I consume, as you always say. Discipline. That's really what it comes down to. Discipline. You just set boundaries with yourself and you respect those boundaries. Like, and I know you want like tips and tricks and shit like that. It's just discipline, because at the end of the day, if you're on social media, that option is always going to be there. You have to hold yourself accountable. Do you ever worry about getting lonely when you move out and live by yourself? No, I really don't. A lot of people have been telling me that, man. They've been telling me like, oh man, you're gonna be lonely. Like, no, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be lonely, because I like spending I like spending time by myself. That's why I came out here to Las Vegas by myself, man. So I can be in the Airbnb by myself and just spend time alone. I didn't come out here to party and do all the, I just socialize with people. I came out here to just be me, man, and just spend time with myself, because I felt like I needed it. And also, I think that anytime I do get lonely, I have YouTube to turn to. I have 90,000 people basically to talk to. I can do a live stream, I can film videos. It's just, I don't know. And also, if I ever get lonely and I want to talk to people in real life, I'll just leave. I can leave the apartment and go talk to people. So it's not really something that I'm worried about at all. Have you ever made an astral projection video, or will you? Man, my OG subs, I've been talking about this for over a year now. I did have a very, very interesting experience with astral projection. I'll probably make a story time video on that in the future, but that shit was just very, very strange. And I think that kind of opened the door to my spiritual, like just my belief systems overall. It kind of allowed me to really believe and buy into spirituality. Let's see. I'm about to sleep. Before I do, tell me what type of music you listen to. My music taste is kind of split between rap and R&B. Personally, I like Giveon a lot. Since I've been doing a lot of writing, I've been more on my R&B side. So a lot of Frank Ocean, a lot of Giveon, a lot of Daniel Caesar. Dylan Sinclair is a really good one, very slept on. If you like Daniel Caesar, you'll love Dylan Sinclair. Who else? I mean, as far as rap goes, just a mix of like lyrical rap, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, all of that. But also like trap music, Lil Baby, Future, people like that. I don't know, just all over the place. Do you have any thoughts on parties? Not for me, but I think that in moderation, if that's what you enjoy, then power to you. Who's your favorite artist? My favorite artist is Daniel Caesar. Out of all the people I just named, it's Daniel Caesar for sure. How to prepare yourself for a relationship? Focus on loving yourself. Focus on loving yourself, man. Give yourself the love that you deserve. Jordan, I keep relapsing on Saturday because the urges are so strong. Any tips? Okay, so if you're relapsing on the same day over and over, I think it's just a matter of retraining your mind and also finding different outlets through which you can transmute that energy. Do you convert your music to 432 hertz? There are certain songs that I like to listen to in 432 hertz. How did you get the money to travel by yourself? Was it YouTube that gave you the money? Yes. But even before YouTube, I was already traveling by myself. You really don't have to make a lot of money to travel. If you know how to travel cheap, then you can be making minimum wage and you can take plenty of trips by yourself. I mean, I went to New York. I remember I went to New York for like 4 days, and I only spent $400 on the whole trip, which that may or may not sound like a lot of money to you. $400 for 4 days is extremely cheap. This trip, I definitely splurged a lot more just because I'm making more money. But you guys will see like why I'm doing what I'm doing with this trip when I drop the vlogs. But yeah, it's YouTube, man. YouTube has really changed my life, like for real. We got to get Jordan an ice box that says built different with yellow gold. I'm not really into the whole, like, I don't know. This is not really my thing. Do you believe in regret? No. But I think in an ideal world, no, I wouldn't. But there's obviously a part of me that still regrets certain decisions that I made in the past. Especially like, well, not even that I regret decisions that I made in the past, because obviously you do the best that you can with the information that you have and just where you are mentally at that point. But there are, of course, times where I think about, man, like, I wonder if I could have done that differently. Like, where would I be right now? But it's like, you know, if I'm happy where I am, so I try not to dwell on the past too much. Do you walk up to girls or do you wait for them to walk up to you? I don't really. If I walk up to a girl, it's usually not to ask for their number. It's more so just to talk to them, like if I just feel like talking to them, if they look like an interesting person. Girls do not walk up to me, and maybe it's just me saying that shit that makes that true. But like, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times that, and I'm assuming you're talking about like asking for their numbers or whatever. I think I've only ever been asked for my number once by a girl. Maybe twice I had a girl send her friend over to me. But dude, I like, that just doesn't really happen to me very often. I think, and like I said, I think it's because I'm not the most approachable person. But I don't know. How much do you meditate every day? I don't meditate for that long. It's twice a day for probably like anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes. But sometimes I do guided meditations, which could be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Hey Jordan, do you think it would be a good or bad idea to hook up with my ex-girlfriend if I'm still extremely sexually attracted to her? That's a horrible idea, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think that's a really, really bad idea. That can, if there were ever feelings involved, I think that you should just leave that in the past. Unless you're comfortable getting back with her. Because if you start having sex with her, feelings will get involved at some point. Let's see them waves. You know the vibes, bro. We're out here, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. How do I get rid of my skinny fat? Cardio and just consistent progressive overload and a clean diet. Let's see. Thank you for the help, by the way, in the email response. I wanted to know, I haven't had sexual intercourse in 3 years. Should I be worried about that? First of all, I appreciate you reaching out to me for advice through the emails. If you guys don't know, my email is dmjordangreen@yahoo.com. It's in the description. Or if you want a consultation, you can hit me up on Wizio. That's also in the description. I'll give you a video advice consultation. But I don't think that's cause for concern at all, dude. I mean, I didn't have sex for the first time until this year. Before this year, I went what? 20 years without having sex. Almost 20 years. No, almost 21 years. So, I mean, dude, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Bro, trust me, girls don't walk up to anyone. They're so scared. No, that's not true. That's not true. And I keep bringing up this example, but my friend Kendrick, Awaken PSD, I've seen it. I've seen it in person because we used to work together. Girls walk up to this man all the time. I don't know what it is, but this man is just built different. Awaken PSD on YouTube. Shout out to him, man. He's putting out a lot of great content right now. If you like gaming, then definitely go check him out. But yo, man, this guy, like, girls just really will come up to him on some, it might be on some like, can I get your number type stuff, but a lot of times, I don't know, dude, they go up to him. They're not afraid. And I think it's because of how he carries himself. Like I said, I'm not a very approachable person. Trust me, bro, girls don't walk up to anyone and you are approachable. No, I'm not. That's the thing. Like, I know I'm not approachable and I've accepted that. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. People do approach me still. Like, I've had people approach me, especially in like the last month or two. But just generally speaking, if you just look at me, you wouldn't think like, oh, that person wants to. Like if you were to just see me walking down the street, you wouldn't say like, oh, he looks like he wants to talk to somebody. Like, no, you definitely won't get that impression from me. You guys see me smiling and shit on camera a lot. That's not really how I am though, like in person, unless you really talk to me. But if you just see me by myself, like just hanging out, I don't know. Why would a girl ghost me when she seemed into me before? Man, you know, that's one of the toughest situations you can be in. I'm not gonna lie, I've been through that. I think that when somebody ghosts you, whether you like them or not, or whether they like you or not, I think the most important thing is understanding that they have communication issues. Like if you have these unanswered questions, they have a problem communicating their feelings. So just accept the blessing for what it is, bro. It's a blessing in disguise because you just avoided a very toxic relationship, likely. Because when you're in a relationship with somebody with commitment issues, or not commitment issues, communication issues, that's or commitment issues as well. But I mean, dude, communication is the foundation of any relationship. Let's see. How can I get a crush to like me without telling them I like them? Okay, let me tell you guys something. Don't try to make somebody like you. Never just look at one person and say, I need to make them like me. You be yourself, you love yourself, and you focus on being the best version of yourself that you can be in all aspects, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And there will be people that like you. Those are the people that you need to be focused on. I love you. DS, I love you too. I love everybody watching this video. Should men or women approach? Man, I think in general, people should just approach, like if you see somebody that looks interesting to you, that you just want to talk to, you should talk to them. Like you gotta really think about it, bro. Life is too short to not go and talk to that person. But obviously, I'm not perfect. I still pass up on opportunities like that too, because I just don't like to, I don't really like to talk to people that much, man. But I don't know. When girls choose on you, it's way better. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say so. I think there should be mutual interest though. I don't think there should be a situation where you like that person and you're trying to convince them, like you're trying to sweet talk them into liking you. It's like, look, man, you either like me or you don't. It's really that simple, bro. Yo, Jordan, do you think I should have just gotten it over with by losing my virginity in 2019? When I was 18, I had 6 girls who liked me, but I didn't give any of them a chance. I'm 20 now, gonna be 21 in December. Like I said earlier, man, you can't get caught up dwelling on the past because, I mean, what can you do now? Like, there's no point in trying to reflect on that situation because you can't change it. It's out of your control at this point. Just keep moving forward. I'm 18 and I still don't have a girlfriend and I never had one. I didn't get my first girlfriend until this year. Until January of this year when I was almost 21. And to me, it was worth the wait too. Because I ended up, the relationship, even though it didn't work out, it wasn't toxic or anything. It was still a very great relationship. We had a very good run. So to me, that's like, it was worth waiting for what I ended up getting. So that's just the mindset that I kept. And it definitely served me well. How do I make myself approachable? You know what I think will really make you approachable is smiling. Smile a lot. Kendrick, my friend Kendrick, he told me that. He told me that that's why people approach him a lot. It's because he's always smiling. I think he's onto something with that. Because if you think about it, you walk into a room and you see somebody laughing or smiling, naturally you're going to gravitate towards that person. But other than that, man, I think it, like energetically, if you really love yourself and you're just in the present moment, you're at peace with who you are, you're gonna attract people just energetically. And I know this from experience. Like I said, these past couple of months, people just started approaching me out of the blue, bro. It was weird. It was crazy. That shit never happened to me before. But yeah. Jordan, you didn't read mine. You didn't read any of my comments all stream. What were you saying? I skipped a lot of comments, man. I skipped a lot of people's comments, but I just read one of your comments right there. Worldwide Gaming Boy. What are your thoughts on young men dropping out of college at a record rate? I think it's great. I think it's really good that people are seeing that there's another path. But I will say this, man. People, like, if they think they're just going to drop out of college and just bullshit around, like bullshit their way into success, like, look, man, I don't want to mislead people into thinking that you can get around having to put in the work, having to take definitive action towards whatever it is that you want. Because you can't get around that. It's just about what is worth putting in the work for. That's what the discussion needs to be. Unless you're okay with just living I don't want to say mediocre, but an underwhelming life. I'm 21 and I've never had a boyfriend since 13. Well, there you go. See? Right there. Lat Ella? You and whoever said that they were 20 or 18, whatever. Look, I'm 20 and I've never had a girlfriend ever. Brett James, Lat Ella, there you go. You guys are good. You got somebody now. We're playing matchmaker in here. I'm sometimes insecure about my looks, even though I try to love myself. Let me tell you guys something about self-love, bro. This is something that took me a long time to realize. Self-love transcends your self-perception. And what I mean by that is true self-love means that you love yourself even when you don't like yourself. And I want you to really let that marinate in your mind for a little bit. True self-love is when you love yourself even when you don't like yourself, because there will be times when you don't like yourself. Just like I said, let that marinate. That's going to change somebody's life, for sure. What's up, Jordan? You really inspired me to keep doing YouTube. That's really dope, bro. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that. YouTube, man, if you really love YouTube, I mean, this can change your life in a relatively short amount of time at that. But not only that, but it gives you the opportunity to change other people's lives. And I mean, it's just, I don't know. I love this, man. I love this platform. I love what I do. Wouldn't have it any other way. Can you show us how you live stream on your MacBook? I live stream from my phone. I'm live streaming from my phone right now. But you can only live stream, unless you use a StreamYard or something like that, you can only live stream once you hit 1,000 subs, I'm pretty sure. What's up, Jordan? Your videos have been such a huge contribution to my personal growth as a person. Thank you for simply existing. I appreciate you so much, man. Are you going to add this video to your page? First of all, Dre, I appreciate that a lot. You know, that's obviously the goal with every single one of my videos, with every word that I speak in every one of my videos. It's just to help myself grow and help other people grow. And so to see comments like that, just to know that I'm doing a good job with that, that means the world to me. Are you going to add this video to your page? Yes. All of my live streams, they stay up. The only live streams that I've ever gotten rid of were the ones with my ex in them, and that was per her request. If it wasn't for that, they would still be up on my channel right now. What's your advice on how to choose the right girl to date? I think for me, there has to be a mix of compatibility, connection, and chemistry. I think chemistry can be developed. Compatibility can also be developed. Connection cannot be developed. If it's either there or it's not. So, but that's like my thing is that I'm always looking for like that forever person. Like I'm looking for somebody that I can see myself spending the rest of my life with. But if that's not your goal, then obviously your standards don't have to be like that. What's your opinion on Cole Hastings? Absolutely great, bro. He's a great content creator. He's a great content creator. He seems like a really solid dude in general too. Let's see. Did I get another donation, or am I just bad at adding? Do you think it's dangerous to rely on nofap and steamer retention for confidence and productivity? Making a video on this topic and would like your opinion. You know, that's actually a really great question. I appreciate the donation also. I think, yeah, it is dangerous. It is dangerous because that's why, like, I've gotten a lot of emails, people just, hey, Jordan, I had a wet dream last night and now I feel like shit. I feel like I failed myself. It's like, yo, man, calm down, bro. Calm down. Because here's the thing, bro. I think it's good to help. It's a good way to build your confidence up. But understand that just because you relapse or whatever, that doesn't mean that you're undermining or undoing all of the progress that you've found already. So let's say you get to 180 days on NoFap and then you relapse. Just because you relapse doesn't mean that those 180 days didn't happen. That's what you guys have to understand. It's just like with the diet. If you've been on your diet for a year, been eating clean, and then you have one cheat meal, your body is not going to be messed up from that. You'll be fine. So, I don't know, man. I think that your confidence should not be contingent on anything outside of you. It should be contingent on you, your existence, your perceived, your self-perception in terms of what you can accomplish in your life. Understanding that you are a limitless being who, by nature, is already successful. Like, you have every reason in the world to be confident. The chances of you being alive are so small that you're a walking miracle. Anything else that you could think of in your mind, any other dream that you conjure up in your mind, pales in comparison to you just being here. And I think I'm gonna leave you guys on that right there. Like I said, for all of you who are asking where I am, I'm in Vegas. I'm not showing you guys anything because I'm going to be vlogging. I've already been vlogging this whole trip, so I'm gonna drop probably multiple vlogs. I'm also filming videos out here. And yeah, man, I'm just really excited to be back. I'm really excited to be back, and I appreciate... What's good, Almighty Drew? I see you. I see you. Even though, yes, I am about to end the stream, but I do appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, man, man, I haven't been in this good of a headspace in a while. So stay tuned for more content, vlogs, short videos. I'm back on my shit. And also, you guys have been sleeping on those vertical phone videos, man. That's some of the best content I've ever dropped. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. If you had a question that I didn't answer for whatever reason, feel free to email me or reach out to me on Wizio if you want a video response. And I hope you guys are living your best lives. I hope you've been taking care of yourselves. And yeah, man, just stay tuned, man. We got a lot of great things happening right now, both internally and externally. So keep doing your things, and I guess I'll see you guys when I see you guys next Sunday. Yeah, that I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and end it.